Good morning, friends. You are most welcome to Think Guys channel. Today we are discussing the Kurukshetra magazine. Our topic is combating COVID 19. Our author is Nimish Kapoor. People are now practicing social or physical distancing measures with an aim to slow the spread of COVID 19 by stopping its chain of transmission. Coronavirus can easily and usually be transmitted through hand to mouth transmission from contaminated surfaces such as currency notes, door handles, light switches, and other household items. As per the few recent researches, the length of time the virus will persist on a surface varies, with the virus surviving for few hours on hard, non-porous surfaces such as a plastic or metal, for about 15 minutes on dry paper tissues, and only 5 minutes on skin. Today, to avoid COVID 19 coronavirus diseases 2019, careful adherence to social and physical distancing, use of mask, washing hands with soap is mandatory. But many questions related to social distancing, use of mask and hand wash come to the mind, in which it is necessary to have proper knowledge about it and its safer implementation or use. Our health workers, bankers, journalists, office staff, and shopkeepers are in direct contact with people for long hours who need extra care in the direction. Today, many necessary scientific experiments related to masks and sanitizers are being conducted in laboratories. The SARS-CoV-2 severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 is transmissible from human to human via droplets when breathing, coughing, and sneezing on somebody else via close contact within a range of about 3 to 6 feet from that infected person for a prolonged period. Older people and individuals with underlying health conditions are considered high risk. They must avoid the actions that put them in direct contact with the general public. Spread happens when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks, and droplets from their mouth or nose are launched into the air and hand in the mouth or nose of people nearby. The droplets can also be inhaled into the lungs. Recent studies shows that people who are infected but do not have symptoms likely also play a role in the spread of COVID 19. It may be possible that a person can get COVID 19 by touching a surface or object that has the virus on it and then touching their own mouth, nose, or eyes. However, this is not thought to be the main way the virus spreads. COVID 19 can remain active for hours or days on the surface depending on the factors such as sunlight, humidity, and the type of the surface. This is under research. Social distancing helps limit opportunities to come in contact with the contaminated surfaces and infected people outside home. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has also appealed to the all countrymen, दो गज की दूरी बहुत ज़रूरी. Distance of 2 yards is very important. People are now practicing social or physical distancing measures with the aim to slow the spread of the disease by stopping the chain of transmission of COVID 19 and preventing new ones from appearing. These measures secure physical distancing between people and reduce contact with the contaminated surfaces while encouraging and sustaining vital social connection with families and communities. Social distancing is a non pharmaceutical infection prevention and control intervention implemented to avoid or decrease contact between those who are infected with the decrease causing pathogen, those who are infected with the disease causing pathogen, and those who are not, so as to stop or slow down the rate of spread of the disease and the extent of disease transmission in a community. This eventually leads to decrease in spread, morbidity, and mortality due to the disease. This eventually leads to decrease in spread, morbidity and mortality due to the disease. Social distancing measures include isolation of the infected people, quarantine of their contacts, option for people to work from home, closure of schools and cancellation of a large gatherings. Such measures allow our healthcare system to handle the additional burden in this phased manner. The World Health Organization (WHO) recommends a minimum distance of at least 1 meter to be maintained between individuals to prevent the spread of infection through aerosol, fine liquid respiratory droplets hung in the air. When infected people cough, sneeze, or sneeze, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth, which may contain virus. If one is too close, he or she can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID 19 virus. If the person has the disease, respiratory droplets or aerosol produced by the infected people through coughing, sneezing, and spitting are small enough for the people to inhale. They are zero point 0.5 to 5 micrometer in diameter. 1 micrometer is 1 millionth of the meter. A single sneeze releases up to 40,000 droplets. Although most of these droplets are quite large and will quickly settle out of the air, if it is possible that inhaling a single droplet would be enough to cause an infection. Keeping space between each other is the best tool to avoid being exposed to this virus and slowing its spread. Since people can spread the virus before they know they are sick, it is important to stay away from others when possible, even if one has no symptoms. Social distancing is especially important for people who are at higher risk for severe illness from COVID 19. One is visiting a healthcare facility, a care home for a elderly, a sick person's home, a morgue, a quarantine zone, a densely packed urban dwelling like slum, vegetable market. Inquire in advance about the hygiene measures that are in place. If in any doubt, do not visit. One has to maintain a minimum of at least 1 to 2 meter distance with everybody, being especially careful around those showing any sign or symptoms of respiratory illness such as coughing, sneezing. Now, it is advisable to avoid going to crowded places where people come together in crowds. We are more likely to come into close contact with someone that has COVID 19, and it is more difficult to attain or maintain physical distance of 1 meter or 3 feet. In case of any work assignment at public places, shop, hospital, bank, etc., bankers, journalists, health workers, all staff members, etc., have to remove all jewelry and watches before reaching the public place, noting that the COVID 19 virus can remain active on many different surface types for varying length of time. It is under research that for much time coronavirus can be active on different surfaces. Coronavirus can easily and usually be transmitted through hand to mouth transmission from contaminated surface such as currency notes, door handle, light switches, and other household items. As per the few recent researches, the length of time of coronavirus will persist on the surface varies, with the virus surviving for few hours on hard or non-porous surfaces such as plastic or metal, or for about 15 minutes on dry paper tissue and only 5 minutes on skin. However, if the virus is present in mucus, this can protect it from dying for longer periods. After lockdown, people are traveling to the office and other places. It may be difficult to avoid traveling on public transportation at rush hours, but make sure to use alcohol gel on hands before entering the office, shop, or home. Experts has advised to take regular breaks and Be mindful of fatigue and energy levels, taking into account that tired individuals are more likely to make mistakes with their hygiene regime. Always ensure that hands are washed thoroughly with hot water and soap before, during, and after leaving an affected area. Health advisories have recommended self quarantine to prevent the infection of others. There is no evidence of coronavirus in non veg food. WHO advised to consume only well cooked meat and eggs. In case of health workers, pathology lab workers, personal protective equipment PPE kits such as disposable gloves, face masks, protective aprons, and disposable shoe covers are required for the strict observance of and adherence to best safety practices. If they are working at an affected site such as health facility or morgue, there is a strict need to wear disposable footwear which should be disposed of in a safe manner before leaving the place. Use protective gloves has been recommended. Face shield has been recommended. If working in or visiting an affected or infected site such as a hospital, pathology lab, etc. The biggest challenge is protecting one's from spreading COVID 19. The biggest challenge is protecting oneself from spreading COVID 19. As per the WHO and advisories issued by the Government of India, to avoid COVID 19, people must follow the simple precautions regularly. Regularly and thoroughly wash hands with soap and water. In case of unavailability of soap and water, clean hands with an alcohol based hand rub and sanitizer. Washing hand with soap and water or using alcohol based hand rub or sanitizer deactivates viruses that may be on your hands. One has to avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Hands touch many surfaces and can pick up viruses. Once contaminated, hands can transfer the virus to eyes, nose, or mouth. From there, the virus can enter into the body and infect it. All have to follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering mouth and nose with bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately and wash the hands. Droplets spread virus. Stay home and self isolated even with minor symptoms such as cough, headache, mild fever until one recovers. If one has a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical attention but call by telephone in advance if possible and follow the direction of the local health authority. Calling in advance will allow healthcare provider to quickly direct one to the right health facility. This will also protect and help prevent spread of viruses and other infections. Keep up to date on the latest information from the trusted sources such as WHO, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Indian Council of Medical Research. Safe use of antibacterial gel, alcohol based hand sanitizers, priority of washing hands with soap and water. As per the WHO guidelines, regular and proper and thorough hand washing is recommended for at least 20 seconds at the time using hot water and soap. Ensure hands are dried in the appropriate way. Use of antibacterial gel or wipes is recommended. If hot water and soap is not available, but always follow this up with a hand washing as soon as possible. Frequent hand washing with soap and water may significantly reduce the chance of acquiring and transmitting the infection. As per the advice on the safe use of alcohol based hand sanitizer, one has to give priority to washing hands with soap and water. It has been advised by the authorities that do not substitute a regular hand washing routine by using hand sanitizer in its places. In case of unavailability of soap and water, use of alcohol-based hand sanitizer is recommended, which must be out of children's reach. Only a coin-sized amount of sanitizer is sufficient on hands. There is no need to use a large amount of the product. Avoid touching eyes, mouth and nose immediately after using a alcohol-based hand sanitizer as it can cause irritation. Hand sanitizers recommended to protect against COVID-19 are alcohol-based and therefore can be flammable. Do not use before handling fire or cooking. Under no circumstance, drink or let children swallow an alcohol based hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizers with greater it can be poisonous. Use of hand sanitizer or alcohol based hand sanitizer with greater than 60% of ethanol and 70% of isopropanol has been recommended. You can use 60% ethanol or 70% isopropanol. Novel coronavirus disease, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, COVID-19. Help us to help you. This is the tagline. बदल कर अपना व्यवहार करे कोरोना पार वार. बदलकर अपना व्यवहार करे कोरोना पर वार. Good betal hands must be washed frequently and thoroughly with soap and water. Safety with mask. One has to always cover mouth and nose with standard surgical mask. A disposable N95 mask covers the nose and the mouth and helps protect the wearer from breathing in some hazardous substances. It can lower the chance of viral illness if one uses it correctly with other common preventive measures like washing hands frequently, not touching the mouth or nose, and avoiding other sick people. As per the advice, if necessary in case of hospitals or public places, banks, etc., an N95 mask, FFP2 or FFP3 mask is recommended over the standard surgical mask. Surgical masks don't offer full protection against the airborne viruses. They don't fully seal off the nose and mouth. Surgical masks are highly effective against large airborne droplets. Don't use an N95 mask on children younger than age 17-18 as the N95 mask gets clogged. It becomes more difficult to breathe. When it occurs, throw it out and use a new one. Discard the mask if it is wet or dirty on the inside, if it is deformed, or if the filter is torn. A deformed mask may not fit properly. An N95 mask cannot be cleaned or disinfected. The number N95 in N95 mask refer to the percentage of particles that the mask can filter out. The N95 mask filters out 95% of dust and particulates. N95 mask should not be used if oil aerosol are present as oil damages the filter. The N actually stands for not resistant to oil. There are other types of N95 masks which are known as RN95 mask or PN95 mask. These are required if one is exposed to an oily atmosphere. In cases where one surface is exposed to mineral, animal, vegetable or synthetic oils, look for an R or P designated N95 mask. The R stands for the somewhat oil resistant, which means it will protect you from oil vapors for a long time for a time limit specified on the packaging. And P stands for oil proof or strongly resistant. These masks also come with number of classifications such as P100 and R95. The number stands for the percentage of particulate particles they filter out. Safe method to wear the mask. There is a safe method to wear the mask, and one has to follow that method. Wash hands well with a soap or water and dry them well before putting the mask. Place the mask in the palm of hand so that the straps face the floor. Set it over the nose and mouth with the nose piece fitting over the bridge of the nose. The bottom should go just under the chin. Try to touch only the outside and edges of the mask to keep it clean. If the mask has two straps, pull the bottom one over the head and secure it around the neck just under the ears. Continue to hold the mask tightly against the face with the other hand. Then pull the top strap over and set it above the ears. Set first, second fingertips on either side of the metal nose clip at the top of your mask. Run fingers down both sides of the strip, molding it along the bridge of your nose. If mask doesn't have a nose piece, simply make sure the fit is tight and snug around the nose. Set both hands against the mask and take a breath to make sure that it seals against the face. Then exhale, feeling for any leakages from the nose piece or around the edges. If one feel air leaking from the nose area, remold the nose piece. If it is coming from the edge of the mask, adjust the placement of the strap on the side of the head. If mask still isn't completely sealed, try a different size or model. Without touching the front of the mask, pull the bottom strap over the head. Let it hang down over the chest. Then pull the top strap over. WHO has advised to avoid touching the mask. Only remove it by using the straps and to never touch the front. After removing the mask, always wash hands with soap and hot water or with an alcohol-based hand sanitizer and replace the mask with a new clean dry mask as soon as it becomes damp or humid. Used mask must be disposed of immediately into the sealed bag. Use of a mask is only one part of the personal protection, which must be accompanied by regularly washing of hands with hot water and soap and avoiding touching your facial area, including your eyes, mouth, ears, and nose. Scientific breakthrough from Indian laboratories regarding sanitizer and mask, alcohol-based herbal hand sanitizer. Central Institute of Medical and Aromatic Plants CIMAP, Lucknow, has developed an alcohol-based herbal hand sanitizer in the wake of growing demand for sanitizer amid coronavirus outbreak. The herbal sanitizer gel contains essential oil, which has been found to be effective against broad spectrum of microbes. The technology of the hand sanitizer has been transferred to the companies associated with large-scale production of sanitizer. As per the authorities of CIMAP, Lucknow, the herbal hand sanitizer has been clinically tested and found to be highly effective against commensal pathogens. Product has been found to be more effective than the existing similar products in the market, which is because of synergistic effect of the essential oils added in the formulation. Essential oil vaporizer concentrate formulation. Central Institute of Medical and Aromatic Plants CIMAP has also launched the scientific knowledge based essential oil vaporizer concentrate formulation called CIM Respcool. As per the statement given by CIMAP authorities, it could be helpful in the management of respiratory distress caused by the environmental contaminants, including viruses. In addition to the sanitization or sanitizing a specific area, CIM Respcool also provides pleasant smell. Essential oil like mentha, rosemary, and basil have been used to develop the formulation. The product is safe and can be used in a diffuser at home, office, hospital, etc. This formulation has the ability to manage not only a broad spectrum of microbes but also environmental contaminants including viruses. Essential oils based formulations are commonly used in aromatherapy or aromatherapy. They are either inhaled from the vaporizer or humidifier or rubbed on the skin as a liquid. Most of the available microbial management vaporizers products contain synthetic chemicals and may be for some people and allergic for some people and therefore cannot be used regularly. Herbal decongestant spray for mask. Wearing a mask for a long time is reportedly causing difficulties in breathing and congestion in the respiratory system. To address this issue, National Botanical Research Institute NBRI Lucknow has developed an herbal decongestant spray. Authorities of NBRI said that the main reasons behind this problem includes the accumulation of the carbon dioxide and humidity in the inner cavity of the mask. When a person breathes in, this goes back to the lungs again. Repetition of this process over a period of time causes discomfort in breathing and congestion. Herbal decongestant spray is a fine blend of 4 plant-based oil based on the principle of the Ayurveda and contains ingredients reported in the traditional scriptures. This formulation helps in the clearing and wind, windpipe, clearing the windpipe and congestion by removing the mucus or cough leading to the ease of breathing. It also reduces distress due to the excessive use of mask and decongestion. 7 precautionary measures to combat COVID-19. In his address to the nation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a special request for the India's youngest scientists to come forward and take a lead in creating a vaccine of coronavirus for the welfare of the world or for the welfare of the human race, and also ask people to follow 7 precautionary measures. First, take special care of the elderly in your homes, especially those who have chronic diseases. We have to take extra care of them and keep them safe from coronavirus. Second, completely adhere to the Lakshman Rekha of the lockdown and social distancing. Please also use homemade covers and mask without fail. Face covers. Completely adhere to the Lakshman Rekha of the lockdown and social distancing. Please also use homemade face cover and mask without fail. Third, follow the instruction issued by Ayush Ministry to adhere your immunity. Regularly consume warm water, kadha. Fourth, download the Aarogya Setu mobile app to help prevent the spread of coronavirus infection. Inspire others to download the app as well. Fifth, take as much care to poor families as you can, especially try to fulfill their food requirements. Sixth, be compassionate towards the people who work with you in your business or industry. Do not deprive them of their livelihood. Seventh, pay utmost respect to our nation's corona warriors, our doctors and nurses, sanitation workers, and police force. Tulsi based herbal sanitizer. National Botanical Research Institute NBRI Lucknow has developed alcohol based herbal sanitizer as well. The product is developed under Council of Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR Aroma Mission as per the WHO guidelines. This sanitizer must contain tulsi essential oil as herbal constituent, which is a strong natural antimicrobial agent, and 60% of the isopropyl alcohol for killing germs. The product is validated scientifically for its strong germ killing activity. This hand sanitizer has been clinically tested and found to be highly effective against the surface microbes. Authorities at NBRI said its impact lasts for about 25 minutes and it prevents skin from dehydrating. In clinical trials done from pathogens Staphylococcus, Staphylococcus epidermidis, Staphylococcus, Staphylococcus, and epidermis, EPIDERMIDIS, epidermidis, harmful to human skin and found on surfaces. The herbal sanitizer has been found to be effective. In clinical trials done on the pathogen Staphylococcus epidermidis, harmful to human skin and found on the surface, and the herbal sanitizer has been found to be effective. Tea-based hand sanitizer. A new hand sanitizer has been developed by the Institute of Himalayan Bioresources Technology, IHBT, Palampur, Himachal Pradesh. The natural flavor, tea constituents, and alcohol content have been used in this hand sanitizer as per the guidelines of the WHO. One of the special things is that chemicals like parabens, triclosan, synthetic fragrance, and phthalates, 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 have not been used in this product. Antivirus, antibacterial, and antifungal membrane based face mask and a lightweight face shield. Central Salt and Marine Chemicals Research Institute CSMCRI Bhavnagar has been distributing its specially developed mask to the frontline workers. The institute has been working on the different verticals related to the COVID-19 pandemic and has come up with the two personal protection equipment PPEs, membrane based face mask and a lightweight face shield. This special mask made using membrane technology can give enhanced protection from pathogens including virus and bacteria. The mask can deactivate the virus and kill bacteria that get attached on the outer surface, that is made from the special material called modified polysulfone. As per the statement issued by CSMCRI, the outer layer of this mask made of polysulfone material having a thickness of 150 micrometer has antivirus, antibacterial and antifungal properties. The material can kill any virus having size of 60 nanometer and above. It is worth noting that the coronavirus has a diameter of 80 to 120 nanometer. 1 nanometer is equal to 1 billionth of the meter. Face mask with better filtration efficiency. National Chemical Laboratory NCL Pune has developed a face mask with better filtration efficiency compared to those available in the market. Scientists at NCL have used institutions patented bacterial nanocellulose technology along with nano coating to develop the new face mask. The cotton cloth coating in the solution of bacterial cellulose and nanomaterial has been found to be effective in preventing the penetration of the bacterial growth, indicating promise as a material for face mask filter. A team of scientists prepared the prototype of the face mask using spoon-bond polypropylene medical grade cloth to evaluate bacterial filtration efficiency BFE, particulate filter efficiency PFE, and breathability, flammability, and splash resistance test. Coimbatore-based South India Textile Research Association SITRA, SITRA, a government-approved certifying nodal agency for medical textiles, conducting these tests on NCL sample face masks for confirming the quality. The bacterial filtration efficiency BFE of CSIR NCL mask is 99.9% according to the ASTM, formerly known as the American Society for Testing and Materials standard, using aerosols of human pathogens Staphylococcus aureus, aureus, found in the upper respiratory tract and on the skin. The face mask qualified the test for the splash resistance to the measure prevention. The face mask qualified the test for the splash resistance to measure prevention against the splashes of blood and body fluids. The pressure differential indicated easy breathability through the face mask as medical grade and is of class 1 material in flammability test. CSIR NCL has licensed the biopolymer nano-coated technology to a Pune-based company. Cup-shaped comfortable mask. Center for Nano and Soft Matter Sciences CENS Bangalore has developed a cup-shaped design of mask that helps to create enough space in front of mouth while speaking. This snug fit mask causes no speech distortion, no fogging on glasses, and indeed packs well all around, leaving practically no room for leakage while breathing. Another important advantage of its high breathability, allowing one to wear it without any discomfort. Further, the researchers have chosen the fabric layers such as there is a possibility of deactivating pathogens shearly by the electric charges that may prevail under mild friction due to the triboelectric nature of the fabric. The advanced level tests are being carried out. Mobile Indoor Disinfection Sprayer Unit, Central Mechanical Engineer Research Institute, Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute CMERI, Durgapur developed two mobile indoor disinfection sprayer units. These units can be used for cleaning and disinfecting pathogens microorganisms effectively, especially in hospitals. Battery powered disinfectant sprayers BPDS and pneumatically operated mobile indoor disinfection POMID units can be used to clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces such as tables, doorknobs, light switches, countertops, handles, desks, phones, keyboards, toilets, sinks, and cardboards. Intermittent use of these disinfecting units can help minimizing the risk of transmitting coronavirus to people who inadvertently come in the contact with those surfaces. The sprayer systems are designed with two-stage spraying unit and separate storage tanks to clean and disinfect the indoor areas by the numbers of fixed and flexible nozzles set in the lower and upper tiers. There is also an industrial variant of the disinfectant sprayers for heavy uses and to cover a larger area. As per the authorities of CMERI, the spray disinfectants can thus cover a greater surface area for the specified volume of liquid. The particle size and the number of particles of disinfectant are two important parameters in determining the effectiveness of the sprayed disinfectant. Sensor-based contactless soap cum water dispensing unit. Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute CMERI, Durgapur has also developed a sensor-based contactless soap cum water dispensing unit which can help to avoid coronavirus infection. The single infrared sensor attached to the dispensing unit gets automatically activated when an object comes close to the unit. Other important design features of this unit include dispensing of the both liquid soaps and water from the same outlet 20 seconds apart. The touchless soap cum water dispensing unit may find their utility at various locations such as hospitals, shopping malls, bank stadiums, and sports complex. Portability is another unique design feature of the dispensing unit. The water uses is minimal. About 250 ml of the liquid soap can be stored as of now, but the storage capacity can be extended up to 1 liter. Authorities of CMERI said that the 20-second timer could be a game changer as it ensures that the user is compelled to rub his or her hands for the requisite time span as per standard hygiene guidelines. Our technology is involved or evolved based on intensive research and ergonomic demands. WHO formulated hand sanitizer. Indian Institute of Toxicology Research IITR Lucknow has produced 2800 liters of WHO formulated hand sanitizer and distributed to over 25,000 personnel involved in essential services. Among the beneficiaries are those working in ration shop, public distribution system, LPG bottling plant, central government health system, and Central Government Health Scheme CSHC, Electricity Supply Administration, and electricity substations, station like railway station, State Mission for Clean Ganga, SMCG, Nagar Nigam, Police Department, CRPF, Helping Hands Organization helping cancer children, District Hospital of Raebareli through the District Administration, and King George's Medical University KZMU. A startup at IITR has been engaged in the preparation of hand sanitizer and development of disinfection solution for wider reach. Today people have to save themselves and their families too from COVID-19 by changing their lifestyle followed by the social distancing, using masks, self-quarantine when required. Today our scientists are doing their best efforts to combat COVID-19. Our people have to understand, connect and appreciate their efforts. Thank you very much. What are the references? WHO. Second is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, mohfw.gov.in. Third is Indian Council of Medical Research, Government of India, icmr.nic.in. Fourth is Vigyan Parisar, Vigyan Parsar or Vigyan Prasar.gov.in. Vigyan Prasar. The author is Scientist E. in Vigyan Prasar, an autonomous organization of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and heading Publication Division and India Science Wire Unit of Vigyan Prasar. Thank you very much.